T-bone suplex through the table. But McQuinn's not done. He's not done. Bermuda Rose. Yes! Duke Quinn did it! Duke Quinn is the SNT World Champion!
That 3 count after I pinned Tyrannosaurus was the proudest moment of my life. I'd do it all over again if I could. So I think I will. There will be a fatal 4-way match featuring 4 brand new debuts to Saturday Night Thunder. The winner of that contest will receive a one-on-one match with me for the SNT World Championship.
Now here comes Don Winters to break it up with Tyler Bennett. Tyler Bennett not letting it happen, and oh my goodness! Ryan Ramirez just tapped out! C.W. Hendricks is the new #1 contender for Duke Quinn's World Championship.
WOCW proudly presents Saturday Night Thunder, where anyone can be a superstar.
Wishing you could see the man that you were always meant to be. Praying that they'll be. They're too scared to ever let you be. To set a bar and never grow. Envision dreams you'll never know unless you dedicate your life to show that you exist. I'll break the mold. Just break the mold. Just break the mold. Now you're the victim of an ongoing crime. Just give it time and be the epitome of their design.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, from parts unknown, weighing 374 pounds, he is the longest reigning SNT World Champion, the prehistoric monster, Tyrannosaurus.
We are wasting very little time getting started tonight, folks. Welcome to another edition of WCW Saturday Night Thunder. I'm your commentator, Ryan Huckabee, and with me is my co-host, Angus Critiques. And we are starting off with the prehistoric monster, Tyrannosaurus. For those that remember, Tyrannosaurus was the longest reigning SNT champion. He never lost his title after winning it, and he was finally defeated, and Duke Quinn pinned him at Total Domination back in March. Tyrannosaurus, he wasn't too happy about that, so he came out and demanded a rematch with our general manager, Bert Chapman. And Chapman issued Tyrannosaurus an ultimatum. If he can win 5 matches in a row, he will get a World Championship rematch. But if one of those 5 superstars beats him, they get that title shot. And this is week 3 of the ultimatum. Let's find out who Tyrannosaurus is going to be facing this time. Oh, this could be interesting.
And his opponent, from London, England, accompanied by BD Jim and Sami Prime, weighing 246 pounds, C.J. Carter.
C.J. Carter will be facing Tyrannosaurus. C.J. Carter there on the far right, our camera picking up him now. He is 1/3 of the tag team champions, along with BD Jim and Tommy Prime. They make up the Gate Crashers, and they've held those tag titles for quite a while now. This could be quite an interesting feat, Angus. Imagine the Gate Crashers holding both the tag titles and the world title. The thing I'm not sure about is, will Tommy Prime let Carter hold the world title belt? Prime definitely has an ego, and he's the leader of the Gate Crashers. I could foresee that being a bit of an issue at some point. I don't know if you could, but I certainly can. Well, Tommy Prime is a natural-born leader. It certainly wouldn't surprise me if he takes the title for his own. But you know what, Angus? I think he may deserve it. Really? You think that Prime deserves the title over C.J. Carter? If Carter can beat Tyrannosaurus. I do indeed, Angus. Prime started the Gate Crashers. He is the one that's put his whole team together. He's a tactician. He's a master tactician. He can lead a whole army if he wanted to. God, I shudder to think how that army would operate. Probably very efficiently. I mean, they've held those titles for weeks and weeks, months now. They won them before Warpath. And they held them ever since, Angus. Been undefeated when it comes to those titles. They've held those titles for a record-setting 266 days. And now Carter is still working down Tyrannosaurus. It's been a fairly even matchup so far, I gotta say. CJ Carter doing a lot better than I think he would against the prehistoric monster. But Tyrannosaurus has shown some gaps, some lapses in his competitive state after losing to Duke Quinn. I think most people would show a lapse in judgment after being completely undefeated for their entire career, Angus. I mean, Tyrannosaurus, he lost one match in his career, and it was a DQ that he caused, hitting 8-Bit Misfit with a chair. 8-Bit Misfit still unseen after his Tyrannosaurus match at Warpath. I'm going to have to stop you right there, Ryan, because this is not going to end well. Oh my goodness, I was going for a powerbomb there for a second. Not yet, but he's definitely going for the pin. And CJ Carter, kick out at 2. See down there, Tommy Prime and BD Jim. The other 2/3 of the Gate Crashers at ringside. Oh my goodness, that is some strength right there from CJ. Into a powerbomb of his own. Is Carter going to be going for the pin now? It doesn't look like it. Right in the face of the former champion. You know, Ryan, I just realized something. What's that, Angus? The Gate Crashers held their titles for 266 days. Tyrannosaurus held his title for 273 days. In 1 week's time, the Gate Crashers are going to overtake Tyrannosaurus as the longest reigning champion in all of SNT. They don't have a title match tonight. And unless they go over to NGR and have an impromptu title match over there next week, the Gate Crashers are going to be the new longest reigning champions. They're going to hold those titles at least for another 14 days. That is an excellent point, Angus. I'm wondering if Tyrannosaurus is aware of this. If he is, that is definitely going to stoke the fire right in the gut there of him. Oh my goodness. Tyrannosaurus, longest reigning champion in history. We've established that many, many times. But I think he wants to keep that streak and that record alive, Angus. The fact that these men in this ring are going to beat that streak and he can't do anything about it is seriously gotta put a damper on things. I think it's letting a fire inside Tyrannosaurus, and he's going all out with these guys. He wants to punish the Gate Crashers for breaking his streak. Now Tyrannosaurus got on the outside. All men out here, Tommy Prime. And BD Jim now getting involved. And Jim sending the monster back into the ring. One thing a lot of fans might not know is that BD Jim, back when he was Big Dollar Jim, and Tyrannosaurus have actually fought before in a one-on-one match. They both competed in the original tournament, the SNT World Championship. Ages ago, a year ago at this point. And Tyrannosaurus came out on top of that. Jim actually got injured by Tyrannosaurus. He was actually out until Warpath. And now Carter has got a monster up on his shoulders and slamming him down with extreme prejudice. Well, Carter is not done. The referee getting the chair out of there. Oh, he was going for napalm, but Tyrannosaurus having none of it. Taking down the tag team champion. And now the monster getting Carter back up to his feet. I'm sure he's got something devious in mind. And into the corner. Tyrannosaurus meticulously picking apart CJ Carter, the powerhouse of the Gate Crashers. And I don't think this is going to end well right now for CJ. Going to the top rope, looks like a superplex incoming, and oh wait, that's not a super. Oh my goodness! A brain buster right off the top of the turnbuckle. Oh, Tyrannosaurus is not done. I think he's sitting up for a spear here. This is a very short gap, and oh my goodness, connecting again. Carter is being absolutely demolished here. Tyrannosaurus is taking out all his aggression, and him losing the championship, and now his reign being broken. He's taking it all out on CJ, and this has got to be it for Carter. Oh, but not yet, Angus. Not quite yet. Carter still would kick out. He is, as we all know, he is the resilient powerhouse of the Gate Crashers. Tommy's the brain, and CJ is the power, the muscle. What's to make Big Dollar Jim then? I think that makes Jim the cute one, if I'm going by boy band logic. I don't think you're right there, Ryan, but wait a second. Tyrannosaurus has removed the top turnbuckle cover. That is a steel ring exposed there. Oh my god, Tyrannosaurus, don't do this! Don't do this! I mean, as a champion, Tyrannosaurus, don't you dare do it! CJ Carter! A brain buster! Directly on the exposed ring. That's gotta be a concussion. That drilled into his skull. And now Tyrannosaurus is looking to put the finishing touch on him with the prehistoric power bomb. And that's going to be it right there. A lot of people have been hit with it, but very, very few have ever kicked out of it. Good night, CJ Carter. Tommy Prime looking flustered on the outside. I'm not sure if he wants to interfere or not, but I wouldn't blame him if he didn't want to. As a dangerous man right there. And look what he just did to the strongest member of your team. He just beat him and is now 3 out of 5 to get his rematch. One thing we can say about this, and actually the other 2 matches Tyrannosaurus has been in so far, is that his opponents put up a great fight. It's a huge opportunity on the line. A world championship match. No one's going to want to pass that up. But Tyrannosaurus doesn't want to give it up neither. And it was that brutal brainbuster on the exposed turnbuckle pad, that ring, that caused the damage. The nail in the coffin for the Gatecrashers. There's just 2 men that stand in the way of Tyrannosaurus in a world championship match. And given the track record he has right now, he is going to run through them with no problem.
Pardon me, my good Bert, do you have a moment?
If I said no, would you leave me alone?
Probably not.
Okay, fine. What do you need?
It's not what I need, sir, but what you need.
And what might that be?
Allow me to address all your concerns through haiku.
Oh, whoa, hey, what's going on?
There is a virus.
No, gee, where'd he come from?
We must eradicate it. I will be your broom.
Okay. Well, I admire the production values. I have no clue on God's green earth what you just said.
Perhaps we shall try again. The dreams of my boyhood.
English bacon. Spare me the soliloquy and use normal people words. Please.
Very well then. My partner Walter and I have been discussing the current state of the digital invaders, and we believe that the Meatwave are the perfect opponents to vanquish them.
And what exactly makes you think that you 2 are the best team to take on clean.exe?
Well, do you know what happens when you put a piece of bacon into a computer disk drive?
You know what? I'm not even gonna bother with the response. Look, these clean guys, they're not messing around. You saw how Kira beat up Caitlin Rose, and that was just one person. Imagine what 3 of them are gonna do to you 2.
Do not fear, citizen, for Walter and I are more than prepared. I have several poems written about firewalls and virus scanners. They cannot beat our meat. Wave!
Oh my god. Look, okay, bottom line, you guys, you're not facing clean. I've already got another team on it. I've already talked to the Morris brothers and they're on board.
But what about the 3rd man? One of us could easily fill that spot.
That's already been addressed as well. Look, the problem you guys have is, well, you suck.
I beg your pardon?
The Meatwave have never won a tag team match. I'm not gonna put you up against this unknown invading force when you can't even win one bout.
Then I demand you give us a test, good sir. We shall prove our valor and mettle.
Okay, now there's something I actually can do. You guys want a test? Okay then, tonight you 2 are going on to face the Sugar Star Collective.
The who's it what now?
The Sugar Star Collective. You know, Remy, Tim, and Sulfur. You 2 will face those 2. And if you win, maybe then we can start talking about the Meatwave getting a few more opportunities around here. What do you say?
Very well then, my man of Chet. The Meatwave shall bring honor and glory back to this town of... where are we again?
Colorado Springs.
Colorado Springs! Tally-ho!
Well, okay then. Well, looks like we just had another match confirmed for tonight. The Meatwave versus the Sugar Star Collective. Right, you Angus, that'll be coming up soon, but right now it's time for some women's action. Maelstrom is out here at ringside, the Swiss Pirate Queen. I haven't seen her for a while, and she'll be going up against one half of Killer Queens. She'll be facing Becca Steiner here tonight. And where are we here tonight, Ryan? I guess I'm not going to do a bit with you. You're no fun, man. Whatever. Anyway, I've just been informed that the Sugar Stars versus the Meatwave is actually next after this match. First, Maelstrom is going to have to get through her opponent here tonight.
And her opponents, accompanied by Raven Star, representing one half of Killer Queens. From Yonkers, New York, weighing 241 pounds, Becca Steiner.
Steiner competed here a little while ago, going up against the tag team of Kill Suzuki and Suki Takashi, Bullet Train, with her partner right there, Raven Star. Unfortunately, Killer Queens came up short and Bullet Train won the matchup. Raven Star attributes this to her friend Becca there not being familiar with the world of professional wrestling. She is more of a mat wrestler. She wrestled in high school, college, incredibly gifted athlete, I'll give her that much. Now has come here to SNT, to WOCW, and has to prove her style, her method, her skill, in a different form of mat-based combat. A much more theatrical and high-flying one, and Maelstrom is definitely a high flyer. It'll be an interesting matchup. Both Kel Suzuki and Suki Takashi were high flyers, and it looks like Becca may be wanting this match to try and test her skill against someone that she's familiar with mat wrestling, grappling, headlocks, all that good stuff, tapping out. And we're gonna have to see here tonight, Ryan, if Becca has what it takes to make it in the world of professional wrestling. Steiner is certainly seeming to adapt. She did do a fairly decent job in her match against Bullet Train. Oh, and there's the stalling suplex. Her friend Raven, her best friend Raven, grew up together in high school. Raven seems to have a lot of confidence in her. Maelstrom coming in with I'm not sure what you'd call it, some sort of crazy DDT. But Becca not letting the showmanship affect her. Becca is not at all one for theatrics. She is about winning, power, strength, getting the job done efficiently. And now Steiner going to the middle rope. There is the corkscrew uppercut. And as you folks may be aware, SNT is building its very own women's tag team division, complete with women's tag team championships. There'll be another match later on tonight against two more teams debuting here, the Nightingales and Royal Jubilee. That'll become later tonight. Becca Steiner getting hung up on the second rope. Maelstrom was unable to capitalize on that position, possibly able to go for a Swiss 1-9. She is from Switzerland. Now the Irish whip into the corner. Becca Steiner coming in, missing the super kick. Felt that whistling past the rear. Now Becca Steiner with the German. Raven Star cheering on her best friends. Usually one to get herself into these kind of situations. It wouldn't surprise me if Maelstrom did some talking backstage to Raven. And that got this match set up. Raven has a hard time keeping her mouth shut. Star is usually one to rub people the wrong way and get under someone else's skin. And then Steiner has to come in. Oh, insecurity. Steiner has to come in and save her ass. That being said, Steiner is proving very capable. And off the rope there's a frog splash to the back of Steiner. But Becca not letting it affect her too much. The big flurry of blows trading back and forth. These violent strikes on the Northern Lights suplex. Maelstrom is fired up. The crowd firmly behind her here tonight in Colorado. And, oh, Raven introducing a chair in there. Hopefully trying not to get the ref to see it. Here we go on the hardest part of the ring. This ain't going to end well. Full back landing on the hardest part of the ring. That's the outside part. That is pure steel. Now Raven just continuing to mess with the referee. Trying to attack or detach, I should say, the turnbuckle pad there. That's been placed back on since Tyrannosaurus was out here. And now the ankle lock. Steiner's targeting the legs of Maelstrom. Those are absolutely crucial for Maelstrom's fighting style. If she can make that like damage, she lets her out of it. I think she may have done what she wanted to do. That may have just grounded Maelstrom. I think she might be going for a pin here. Oh, knowing Becca Steiner, it's not going to be something as pleasant as a pin into the Boston Crab. Absolutely tearing apart the back of Maelstrom, and there is the tap. Killer Queens pick up the victory tonight. Looks like Becca Steiner is going to find herself right at home here in WOCW. She has applied that skill she learned from mat wrestling to professional wrestling, and absolutely tore apart Maelstrom. Quite the combination indeed there, Angus. Raven Star has found quite the tag team partner. Becca could very well prove to be unstoppable. The suplexes and the submissions. She could be a devastating force here in SNT. And I think she's only going to become stronger and stronger as time goes on. The rest of the women's tag division better watch out for these two.
The following contest is a tag team match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 396 pounds, Douglas Bacon and Walter the Weenie, the Meatwave.
Well, Douglas said he wanted a match here tonight, and he has got one. And his partner Walter will be going up against the Sugar Star Collective, as per the, I guess you can say, the request of Douglas Bacon. Actually, it's safe to say his request was to face Clean.exe. Clean, as if you don't remember, Clean invaded SNT. A 4-man team. We have yet to see one member. But they won a 3-on-3 male tag match. They had a 1-on-1 women's match. Kira versus Caitlin Rose, the women's champion. And Kira beat Caitlin Rose. Not only did we see Kira that night, we also saw the two other male superstars known as Jet and Orion. There's a fourth one named Anarchy who we've not seen yet. We know for sure he will be in the match, the 3v3 male match that'll be happening here in a little bit, in a few weeks' time. Right now is a decidedly less intimidating team, the Sugar Star Collective. Remy Tim in the front there and Sulfur in the back, making their way out here to face the Meatwave. This is my job. Oh my god. Come on, man, you gotta have a little fun with your job sometime. Look at these two, they're having a grand old time. Well, let's actually have some, I guess, news. King Mac III has officially said that he will be a part of the Sugar Star Collective. I don't know why he's not here tonight, supporting his friends like a good teammate. But it was announced over on NGR, New Generation Rising, that King Mac will be a part of the Sugar Stars. Just when you thought a group couldn't get more interesting and colorful and exciting and weird. Ryan, please. Not in front of the children. The children? Who considered Douglas Bacon their child? I can think of someone, but let's not worry about that. This match underway. Douglas Bacon, Remy Tim in the ring. And there's the Enziguri from Remy Tim to start things off. And as our general manager Bert Shipman said, this match is to try and give the Meatwave a little bit of a boost. These guys haven't been doing too well. They've been losing matches as a tag team, and they each have one victory under their belt. Oh, God, don't remind me of those victories. Well, I'm going to remind you right now, Ryan, like it or not. Douglas Bacon won the general manager position in a 6-man battle royal at London Blitz, and then the next episode, Walter the Weenie became the non-stop champion. He won it in the stupidest stipulation I've ever heard of, Angus. A tic-tac-toe match. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's actually quite impressive. Douglas is getting on. Now Douglas with a cover. Kick out at 2 from Remy. But yes, if you look right now, there are 4 men in this ring, and one of them, up there in the left corner, is a champion. Absolutely ridiculous. Now the former champ is getting in the ring. Please stop saying it, Angus. Douglas Bacon throwing off some elbows before he leaves. Remy Tim now getting in the offensive. Going up, there's the Hurricane Rana from Remy. Now hanging out with the ref a little bit, getting a little too close for comfort there. And now Sulfur, the Orange Dragon from somewhere, has taken control of this match. Oh, a lovely power slam there. Now Sulfur going up to the top rope. He's going to be looking to fly here tonight. Unleash the Dragon. There's a Spinal Tap. Unleash the Dragon actually sounds like a song Spinal Tap could have written. Now Sulfur getting with the crowd, trying to hype up, as he calls them, his little whiskers. The people that he believes supports the Sugar Stars. And Sulfur's a weird dude, I'll admit that. Oh, there's no two ways about it. He thinks he's from space. And a dragon. It wouldn't surprise me if he's from space, Angus. Now Walter tagging his mentor back into the ring. Douglas Bacon coming in, slap to both men of the meat wave. And Sulfur going up to Daisy. Showing off for little to no reason other than the backdrop. Now the Orange Sensation trying to make a mark on the back of Douglas Bacon. That mark is going to be the shape of a bruise right there on the collarbone. Douglas Bacon laying down. He might be able to get some offense in here soon. Looks like that time has come. The movement to support Douglas Bacon has actually still been going quite strong. The hashtag push Douglas Bacon movement. I still can't believe that's a thing, I guess. There's become a new phrase they've invented. Hashtag awaken the bacon, which Douglas has taken to wholeheartedly. And there's the pin there, kick out at 1 by Sulfur. Now back to his feet. Sulfur getting the kick in there. And there's the galactic miss and followed up by the tip of the star. Tip of the star to the face of the vegan poet. And now Sulfur going for the pin. That could be all in for Douglas Bacon. Is he going to be able to take out this one? He does not. Sugar Stars pick up the win here tonight. They may be weird, they may be nonsensical, they may actually be from outer space, but the Sugar Star Collective did the job and got it done here tonight to defeat the Meat Wave. There's the tip of the star, the spinning kick right to the face of Douglas Bacon. That's a very powerful strike right there. And now the celebration. This is actually the first victory for the Sugar Stars here in SNT. Actually, their only real second match as a tag team. Losing their first match to the Commonwealth, but they are picked up here. A victory tonight, and the fans are excited. It's a very bizarre, but very brightly colorful team. And, you know, I'm actually starting to come around to a bit, Angus. I think King Mac's going to fit in very well with these two. I think he already has some shorts made up that say Sugar King on them. Sugar King? That sounds like something that actually fits pretty... Whoa, wait a second, Ryan. Who are these? Oh my goodness, who the hell are these two? Angus, I have no idea, but they're beating the hell out of the Sugar Stars. Absolutely brutal, choking out Sulfur there. What in the world? It's one way to make an entrance. And be sure to check out Out of Control, Victory Vengeance Wrestling's pay-per-view event on July 5th. That's right, Ryan. WWE Wrestling is WOCW's home for women's wrestling, but we've got quite a strong women's division here in SNC. Speaking of which, the two-time women's champion Caitlin Rose is out here to address the crowd on what happened a few weeks ago with Kira from Clean.exe.
Beautiful people of Colorado Springs, what is going on? We have to talk about something. It's a little thing called clean. Kira cannot just waltz her way through the crowd, down to the ring, and take my title. Yeah, she won. By technicality, she had to beat me by throwing me out of the ring and counting me out. I had to take this back from Roxanne Oxley. You think I'm just gonna give it to her? You're wrong. So, here's a little proposal for you, Kira. Next week, you and I have a little rematch. You come out here, you fight me one-on-one, no clean at ringside, nothing. We settle this like the women we are. We can put on a hell of a match in Utah. You're a great wrestler. I'm an amazing wrestler, and you're not gonna terminate me.
Caitlin Rose showing a little cockiness there, but she can easily back it up. Kinshasa only being kicked out of once by Roxanne Oxley. And speaking of which, Roxanne actually appeared on Double V Wrestling just this past week. Make sure to check that out. The link is in the description below. And the challenge has been made for next week. Before our next match, we would like to give a special thank you to the band 1551 for their song Break the Mold, the official theme song of Saturday Night Thunder.
The following contest is a 6-man over-the-top battle royal. Introducing first, from Blackpool, England, weighing 153 pounds, Dawn Winters.
This match here tonight is a number 1 contenders match for Tank's Premier Championship. And they'll be defending that at our next pay-per-view, Summertime Blues, on July 29th. Now, Dawn Winters here is a brand new addition to SNT. He made his debut 2 weeks ago when he competed in a Fatal 4-Way match set up by our champion, Duke Quinn. It was all new talent, it was all fresh faces, and the winner, who turned out to be C.W. Hendricks, the self-proclaimed king of wrestling, got a world title match. And that is tonight's main event, C.W. Hendricks versus Duke Quinn for the SNT World Championship. The stakes are pretty high tonight for C.W. Hendricks. He could become the world champion in his second match. But the stakes are also fairly high in this match. 6 men. One of these men is going to be facing Tank at Summertime Blues. They could be the next Premier Champion. It may not be a world title, but it's certainly nothing to sneeze at, I can tell you that much right now.
And his opponents, from the Jersey Shore, weighing in at 222 pounds, the former Premier Champion, Jay Ross.
Arguably one of the most polarizing figures in all of SNT, Jay Ross became the first Premier Champion after attacking his brother Alex Nova to even the odds in his favor. I mean, you gotta go strategy sometimes, Angus. You gotta take out the weak link. It was a Fatal 4-Way match. It was him, Cal Valen, Ezekiel Gates, and Alex Nova. He made it a triple threat, and that worked in his favor. And because of that, it made a very bad relationship between him and his brother, having a brutal rivalry where Jay Ross actually hired Tank to defend him and protect him. And that horribly backfired because Tank didn't like being talked down to by Jay Ross, and now Tank is the Premier Champion. And now Alex Nova is over on New Generation Rising's show Warfare. It's kind of lost a lot of friends right now, I have to admit. Another third man in this match is a brand new addition to Saturday Night Thunder. Let's check him out.
Making his Saturday Night Thunder debut, from Kenya, weighing in at 260 pounds, JJ.
Another brand new debut, all the way from Kenya. JJ is here to prove himself on SNT. If I believe these notes are correct, Ryan, JJ learned a bit of English from watching WWE tapes when he was younger. He was a foreign exchange student in high school. He came over to the States, and his goal was to become a professional wrestler, and he has made that goal happen here tonight. He is out to make an impression and make a statement here in WOCW. The fans seem to be behind him pretty well so far. I guess we'll see how his in-ring capabilities match up tonight. But this is a big opportunity here tonight for him, Angus. Just like what happened last week. In 2 matches' time, he could be a champion. It's always a big opportunity when a title is on the line, Ryan. JJ is fired up. He is excited, ready to get things underway here tonight on Saturday Night Thunder here in Colorado Springs. The next opponent is going to be out in a second. Let's see who it is.
It's high noon.
From the Old West, weighing 297 pounds, the man in red, Hetfield.
This is a man who hasn't been seen for a while, Angus Hetfield, the man in red. He competed in the Premier Championship tournament, actually facing Jay Ross, of all people. And he lost there when Ross power-drove his head to the mat. He's back here for another shot at the Premier Championship. A bit of an older opponent. I believe he's in his mid to late 40s. And he's got a very slow, methodical style. He likes to beat people up. He's not about show and flash. He's just about meticulously dismantling his opponents. And it looks like he's grown his hair out a bit since we last saw him. Have a big old beard there as well. Seems to have lost his sleeve somewhere along the way as well. But the man in red is here to claim the red belt. At least I'm sure that's his intention. We'll see how he manages with that. I think it's everyone's intention here to win that title shot tonight.
From Hong Kong, China, weighing 194 pounds, Tony Lau.
The backyard wrestler turned roadie, Once part of Ecstatic with Ziggy Zeppelin, now is on his own. Tony Lau, this is his first singles matchup in SNT. He was partnered with Ziggy Zeppelin. They actually had a tag team title match in London Blitz against the Gatecrashers, and Tony, the two decided to split up. Mutuals split up. There wasn't any animosity between the two. They're still very good friends. But Tony has some different ideas, and he wants to go his own way with things. He has his eyes set on the Premier Championship, and I don't think he's going to stop until he gets it. Definitely more pumped up than when he was with Ecstatic. I think this split is going to be good for Tony there. It seems to be going pretty well for Ziggy as well. He's been managing the Party Girls, Lauren Reynolds, and his girlfriend Beverly Blake in the women's tag division. He actually has a match later on tonight against Alexander Sky.
And from London, England, weighing in at 201 pounds, he is one half of the Morris brothers, Ethan Morris.
The younger of the two Morris brothers. These two also had a tag team match against the Gatecrashers at Total Domination. Ethan Morris is young, he's excited, he's spunky, and he is stronger than he looks, I'll tell you that much. His brother James Morris, unable to be at ringside tonight. This is no one is allowed to be at ringside. This is simply a battle royal. These 6 men all competing for the Premier Championship. Looks like things are going to kick off here. All 6 men in the ring, and Ethan immediately going after Don Winters, Tony after Ross, and Hetfield after JJ. Suplexes being traded around all day, every day. It is a buy one, get one free on suplexes tonight. Now Hetfield giving JJ a warm welcoming here in SNC as the high knee strike there to Don Winters. And Jay Ross wants to win this match. If he wins this match, he gets that Premier title shot with Tank, his former bodyguard. He could become a 2-time Premier Champion. I think he feels that he lost the title unfairly. Alex Nova actually almost won the title, but Ross cost him that opportunity. Actually, Angus, that's not true. Alex Nova went after Ross. Alex was going to pin Tank. He saw his brother on the outside of the ring, went after Ross instead, hit him with a Nova bomb. That gave Tank time to recover and hit Alex Nova, picking up the win and becoming the new Premier Champion. Ethan and Winters up on the rope. Winters able to fight out of it. And now JJ taking down Hetfield. Jay Ross in the background there. You see getting his bell rung a bit by the OG Backyard Hardcore man himself, Tony Lau. Now both corners of the ring being taken up. There's action going on here. Over the top rope, JJ goes on the outside. This could be it. This could be a very short welcoming into SNC, and there's the float over DDT to Morris. Now Jay Ross working the neck and the shoulders of Lau. There's a lot of action going on in these 6-man bouts, I can tell you that much. It's a little hard to keep track sometimes, folks. Looks like Don Winters has changed his target. It is now Jay Ross. Ross trying to throw Winters on the outside. Remember, it's a Rumble match. If you get thrown over, both feet touch the floor, you are eliminated. There's no pinfall, no submission, no disqualification. But once you are out of the ring, you are out. It wouldn't surprise me if right now Tanker's watching on a screen somewhere backstage, looking to see who his new opponent is going to be. Don Winters getting slammed into the corner. Jay Ross dodging out of the way. There's a big backbreaker to Tony. And Jay Ross going to the top. It's in stereo here with the gargoyles perching up above the ring. And JJ getting involved in the turn up here. And there's the STO from Hetfield. Now Ethan, Ross, and Winters all standing up. And everyone's standing tall once again. But it's not going to stay that way for long, Angus. And no, it's not definitely going to stay that way for long. And Winters dropping down on Tony. Now Tony getting back to his feet. The other 4 men all trying to scrape it out of the way. And there's the corkscrew elbow. A devastating maneuver from Winters. Oh, Hetfield just staying in the ring. So far, no one has been eliminated from this matchup as of yet, but that could change right here. Jay Ross on the outside. Don Winters struggling, trying to get him in, but Tony stays in this fight. I'm sorry, Ross stays in this fight. There's a lot of people in these matches, Ryan. It can get really confusing sometimes. Well, either way, Tony doesn't seem in the best position. Hetfield, that huge cowboy boot digging into the side of him. Now Ethan and JJ fighting out in the middle of the ring. Tony able to stay in, and Ross staying as well. JJ going over the top rope. A lot of Irish whips going in here. There's, Hetfield taking advantage. There's the DDT to Don Winters. Lay up in the top. Ross trying to throw him over the board. Tony holding on for dear life. In this corner. Oh, and Tony Leo has been eliminated. We have the first casualty here in this matchup. Down now to 5 men. J. Ross going into the corner. Fighting out of it. Winters not getting the opportunity there. And there's a suplex from JJ to one half of the Morris brothers. And Don Winters having a bad time. He cannot stay out of that corner. Morris and JJ working it. He's going for the suplex. JJ able to get him with the elbow. Now taking him down. There's the arm drag. All 5 men up in that top right corner. It's getting a bit messy. But the fans are still interested in here. They are liking this action so far. We want to see who is going to become the next #1 contender for the Premier Championship. Butterfly Facebuster. Now JJ working on Ethan, trying to get him out. And there goes Ethan Morris. Down to 4 men now. Let's see who's keeping up in this action. JJ seems to be doing quite well. Oh, never mind. The reversal there from J. Ross. That's an interesting maneuver. But an ineffective one, to say the least. Winters, Hetfield, Ross, and JJ all standing here in this match. I wouldn't say JJ's standing. He's more kind of limping around. It looks like that knee from Ross just cost him dearly. Ross beating down. Oh, and John Winters setting up. There is the dawn of time. Driving Hetfield face first into the mat. Getting back to his feet. That may be enough. Hetfield might be out of steam here, but no, he is not. Setting up back into it. And you just saw the atomic drop there. JJ able to get out of it. But J. Ross, finding there's a lot of J's over there. It's getting pretty intense. And Hetfield has been eliminated by Don Winters. A good attempt, but it was not enough for the man in red. He is certainly not happy about that. There's the back body drop from JJ. Don Winters coming in now. Winters catching him on the rebound. With the corkscrew elbow. That's not the first time he's hit that in this matchup, and it wouldn't surprise me if it's not the last either. Winters trying to get JJ out. Ross interfering. JJ, dodging the flying elbow there. Ross with the headbutt. Winters surveying the land in front of him. Taking time to recuperate. JJ down and out. Let's see how down out he's going to be for now. He's got these 2 men working on him in the corner. Now it's Ross's turn to stand back. He watches. And JJ holding on for dear life. He does not want to lose this. This matchup can mean everything to him. And there he goes. JJ has been eliminated. We are down to 2. It is J. Ross and Don Winters for the Premier Championship #1 contendership. Ross is 1 elimination away and 1 match away from getting his title back. The title that he feels he has earned and deserves. And into the corner there from Don Winters. Which one of these men is going to be facing Tank at Summertime Blues in just a few weeks' time? It's going to be Ross or Winters. I think Ross has got this in the bag, I guess. He's got that drive, he's got that determination. He lost the Premier Championship in an unjust manner as a triple threat that Shepman made unfairly, in my personal opinion. I think it was perfectly fair. Ross got tired of Tank interfering. He told him how he felt, not in the nicest way, and then Tank attacked him, quitting. He didn't quit, he got fired, I guess. Let's be honest. Now Ross and Winters trading blows. It's going to be a bit of a dead heat right now. Either one of these men could win this matchup, and there's that dared DDT. That DDT is how Ross won the Premier title in the first place. Hitting Cal Valen with it, going for the pin. Now Ross working the body of Winters. Winters able to get out from underneath the ropes. Now firing back on all cylinders. Into the corner. These two are definitely starting to show signs of weakness. On Don Winters, I thought he was going to kick him out from under the ropes. What's he going to do now? Oh my god. You can't seriously be thinking of doing this. Oh my god, coast to coast! All the way across the ring, Dawn Windsor's nailing Jay Ross in the side. And that just took everything Jay Ross had out of him, and Windsor's going over the top. Dawn Windsor's is the new #1 contender for the Premier Championship. Winters was absolutely on fire in that match, but ironic his name is Winter. But either way, a non-stop highlight reel from Winters there. The dawn of time. Taking out Hetfield. That did the final blow there. And the coast to coast was exactly what he needed to take down Ross. Jay Ross unable to get his championship rematch. And that has got to dig at his skin. Ross is not going to be happy about that. He has a well-known bad temper. And that is only going to exacerbate that problem. Ross performed very admirably tonight, but it wasn't enough to stop the new coming Dawn Winters, who was making a name for himself here at SNT. He wasn't able to get that World Championship match with Duke Quinn, but he was able to get a Premier Championship match with Tank. Next time we see him, he may very well be leading Summertime Blues with that red belt around his waist.
Greetings, plebeians! It is I, your favorite vegan poet and local handsome fellow, Douglas Bacon. I'm here to present and promote the greatest invention since gluten-free sliced bread, the WOCW subreddit. Oh yes, join us over on reddit.com to discuss all the latest news regarding NGR, WV, and SNT. You are more than welcome to post whatever topics you like, including fan art, speculation threads, and, memes? Indeed, nevertheless, join the conversation at www.reddit.com/r/WOCW. We hope to see you all there.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, WOCW has its own subreddit. Make sure to give it a look-see and contribute to any discussions, make whatever topics you want. Feel free to post whatever you feel like. Join the discussion over at reddit.com/r/WOCW. I don't know what a Reddit is, but either way, it's now time for the next match of the evening. Ziggy Zeppelin versus Alexander Sky. Shetman's new right-hand man against the other half of Ecstatic. Ziggy is out here tonight accompanied by his girlfriend Beverly Blake, one half of the Party Girls. He's looking to pick up a win in his first singles match in quite some time. That's right, indeed you are right, Angus. Those are words. If you don't count his appearance in the Warpath Rumble, his last match where he wasn't in the tag team was Summertime Blues last year in a 6-man battle royal for the Non-Stop Championship. And if you're going even further back to singles one-on-one action, it was against Mad King Ryan, June 4th, 2016, the 4th ever episode of Saturday Night Thunder. Now it's time for his second match in SNT. Alexander Sky out here once again with Bert Shetman taking on Ziggy Zeppelin. Sky made his debut last week against the former Non-Stop champion Mike Parker. He defeated him quite handily and then came out and addressed the crowd, saying that he is going to be the biggest thing in SNT. He was hand-selected by Bert Shetman, which is true, I'll admit that. But Sky is adamant about the fact that he is the next big thing in this division. I think he has the chance, Angus. Bert Shetman has an eye for talent. That's why he gets some of these great wrestlers. And he always knows who to pick the right guy. The 8-Bit Misfit was in the main event scene. He almost won the world title before being injured. The Gatecrashers, who are just early tonight, are going to be the longest reigning champions in all of SNT. You don't have to like it, but it's going to be true. Unless someone takes the titles within the next week, the Gatecrashers will be the longest reigning champions for any title in SNT. And for that, even all of WOCW. Ziggy Zeppelin ready to compete here again. It's been a while. Might have a little bit of ring rust, but I'm sure he's going to give it everything he's got here tonight. He's got the headlock locked in immediately. Here's the toe hold dropping Alexander Sky. And both these men here tonight have people with them. Beverly Blake supporting Zeppelin. And Bert Shetman supporting Sky. And trading blows back and forth. Oh, and Ziggy Zeppelin able to reverse the powerbomb. Being down on the face of Sky. And now Zeppelin missing there. And Alexander Sky capitalizing on that opportunity, delivering the suplex to the Mohawk Man. There's the elbow drop to follow it up. Zeppelin trying to get back to his feet, and Sky not giving him the opportunity, not giving him a chance to. Irish whip into the corner. And there's the Thez press. Beverly Blake watching on. She is not too happy about watching her husband being beaten up. Beverly Blake also appearing over on NGR. Holy crap! Springboard cross body. Nice move there from Alexander Sky, and Ziggy returning some fire. As you were saying, Angus, as I was saying, Beverly Blake has been spending some time over on NGR, and they show Warfare. That's just completely rude there of Alexander Sky breaking up the conversation between the two. She was trying to give him some inside information, clearly, Angus. I don't think it's so much inside information as more just a bit of encouragement from your loving girlfriend. Well, let him... Yeah, you're probably right. And Ziggy Zeppelin on the outside now. They're trying to be going for a count out. There's... Oh, powerbomb! Reversed into a leg drop from Ziggy Zeppelin. Great display of athleticism and power there. Going back into the ring, but not quite yet. Ziggy Zeppelin taking out Sky on the ring apron. He might be going for the count of victory now himself. Oh, maybe he's not. Ziggy going to the top rope, still thinking that Sky's on the outside, but he is not. And that just cost him dearly. Alexander Sky going to the top rope. Both men up on that turnbuckle. There's the Hurricane Rana. Ziggy getting sent halfway across the ring. Now Alexander Sky looking for something else. Going for the Sling Blade, taking down Zeppelin. Oh, he went down like the Hindenburg there, and things are only going to get worse with this. Alexander Sky. And there he goes with a massive drop. Taking all the air out of Ziggy Zeppelin. This could be it for the Mohawked man. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Sky picking up his second victory here in SNT, and Chetman couldn't be happier. I can't blame him, Angus. This is another son that Chetman has picked. Another great wrestler that he is going to groom into an SNT mainstay. Alexander Sky is going to do great things here on Saturday Night Thunder and in all of WCW. Beverly Blake going to check on her boyfriend. I've got to say, the fans don't seem to be too behind Alexander Sky right now. I think that they're just a bit jealous, Angus. Bert Chetman knows who is going to be the cream of the crop here on WCW. And he knows Alexander Sky has the potential, and he is going to groom him into the successful heir and a future world champion. Okay. Look, Sterling, I know I'm not exactly your first choice to be a tag team partner, but...
I can think of 17 other men I'd rather fight with than you.
Yeah, I never would have guessed.
Well, there's Carl Valen, Havoc, my good buddy Alex Nova, Duke Quinn.
Like I said, I know I'm not the first, but...
Jay Ross, Jarrett Smith, Tony Lau.
Yeah, thanks, I get it. Now...
McCormick, Albright, Gunso.
Sterling, please, I get it. Are you done?
I suppose.
Good. Now, as I was trying to say...
Oh, and Logan Webber.
Shut up. As I was trying to say, we need to become a better team. And to do that, we need to get to know each other a little better. Tell each other's history and where we came from, all that good stuff.
What is this, first grade? I don't need to know anything about you, other than if you could beat the Gate Crushers.
Come on, man, just humor me for a bit, okay?
Fine. Tell me about your self-reviews. I'm so interested.
Sarcasm. Lovely. Very mature of you. Anyway, I was born in Wales. I moved to the States and I became an internet critic. Then I became a wrestler and I met guys like Goonso and the 8-Bit Misfit and my future wife, Caitlin. So, what about you, Sterling? You're from Australia, right? Do you have a special someone back home?
The only thing special to me is the violence. I was in Australia, Gus. I was a fighter. I fought for everything. At school, the kids used to bully me and I tore them all apart. They couldn't contain me. They kept me in a mental asylum. When they finally released me, I knew the only thing to do was to fight. I went
and wrestled all over Australia. Anything I could find, steel chairs, tables, barbed wire, tats, anything, I'll tore everybody apart. There, I'm happy now.
I don't know if I'll ever be happy again.
Look, I know you're trying to make things better between us, but I don't need you to be a friend, Reviews. I need you to be my tag team partner. I need you to beat Tommy Prime and CJ Carter within an inch of their lives.
Trust me, Sterling. I'm done being pushed around. I'm not going down without a fight, especially to those jackasses Prime and Carter.
You better be able to back that statement up, because if we lose to the Commonwealth next week and we don't get that title match, I'm going one-on-one with you in a steel cage. Don't disappoint me, Reviews.
Okay, I'll see you next week for our match, Sterling. I must admit, I feel a little sorry for Gus Reviews. He's seems to be a little bit out of his element, Angus. Yeah, he'll be fine. He's been through worse. Has he, Angus? Has he really?
The following contest is a tag team match. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 268 pounds, the team of Linda Snooker and Stacy Billiards, the Nightingales.
We've got another match here tonight in our women's tag team division. Stacy Billiards there on the rope. Linda Snooker there in the high heels. A bit of an odd choice of wrestling, but if she can pull it off, more power to her. Stacy Billiards has had one match here in SNT against Sister Thorne. She did not win that match. Linda Snooker, this is her first time in WOCW at all. And they'll be going up against a new team here tonight known as Royal Jubilee. Let's take a look.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 291 pounds, accompanied by Shane Morgan, the team of Bella Wellington and Casey Taylor, Royal Jubilee.
Shane Morgan. Now there's a face we haven't seen for a while here on Saturday Night Thunder. Shane was the non-stop champion, defeating Insidious Sterling of all people. He had some help from Big Dollar Jim, but yes, he was in fact non-stop champion. He also goes by Prince Charming. It looks like he's got himself some lovely ladies here. And they're going to be competing in this new tag team known as Royal Jubilee. And they certainly seem to be having some fun tonight, and the fans here in Colorado Springs seem to be feeling the same way. Shane is the first of the three Morgan brothers we have seen. His older brother, Noah Morgan, recently debuted in SNT and is now the current non-stop champion. You know, he has another brother named Jude Morgan who has yet to appear on SNT, but he is still currently training to be a professional wrestler, and he will surely grace us one day with his presence. I have to say, Linda Snooker has an interesting way of performing in the ring. She's wearing a dress with heels. Not exactly the most typical of in-ring competition gear, but I'm not going to complain. If it works for her, it works for her. Now the two cut up on the rope. Casey Taylor right there. Linda Snooker. Now Casey firing off. Getting those strikes in. Not letting Linda have a chance to retaliate back. Just going for a DDT for a second there and just firing off with those knee strikes. Now Taylor comes charging in. Here comes with a Hurricane Rana taking down Snooker. The fans certainly seem to be behind Royal Jubilee so far. Well, they had a fun entrance, I guess I'll admit that. They, the dancing, the happy attitude it gets you pumped up. These two ladies seem to be having fun here in the ring. And, you know, that's what wrestling is. It's about fun and winning. I'll agree with you on the first part, Ryan. Let's not get into that right now. But one thing that I gotta say is interesting is Shane Morgan. Last time we saw him, he was... Oh my goodness! Casey Taylor. Hip attack, springboard hip attack, it looks like. Interesting technique. But Shane Morgan, last time we saw him, was he was non-stop champion. Or it was him losing the non-stop championship, I should say. And it's been a long time since we've seen him. He used to be cocky and full of himself, but now it looks like he's loosened up. He's found these two ladies, Casey Taylor right there, and Bella Wellington in the corner with the blue hair. And he seems to be having a little more fun. Could be a different side of Shane that we hadn't seen before. I agree there, I guess Stacy Billiards is now in the ring, though. Immediately going, oh! Flying dropkick there. Taking Taylor off her feet, but Taylor going in. Oh, she's going immediately for the roll-up into the bridging pin. The referee going for the count. And Stacy Billiards to the kickouts. Unable to capitalize on that opportunity. It's going to take a little more than that. And Casey Taylor is definitely feeling excited here for her SNT debut in Colorado Springs. And going for the kick. And hook of the arm, drilling both knees into the side of Stacy Billiards. Our tag team partner, Bella Wellington, coming in. The height difference between these two is astounding. It's almost a full foot. But they work very well as a team. That kind of dynamic works pretty well with the David and Goliath technique. Oh, but Goliath goes down. Isn't David and Goliath usually the two people fighting against each other? I'm sure there's been some fan comment. Oh! Where David and Goliath were a tag team together. Bella Wellington off to a bit of a rocky start here. Nightingale's not letting her get an opportunity in, but there's a slap. A bit of a knee to the face there. I think it was a couple of things. And Bella playing it up to the crowd, trying to get some motivation, getting herself fired up here. She's going for an Irish whip. Oh, dropping Linda right on her back. Just got to keep working that. She can damage the body and damage the back. It can be more effective sometimes. You know, if you target one specific body part instead of just trying to make every part of the body hurt. If you can make... Oh, lovely reversal there. Unfortunately, it's going to be all for naught into the suplex. I know what you're saying, Angus. You can target one specific part of the body. You can weaken that part, and if you keep targeting that, that'll be what does you in. Instead of just having your arms, your legs, your back, your head all kind of hurt, you can really just make someone's back hurt, and that could be enough to put someone away. Stacy Billiards has been back in. A kick to the back. Nightingale's definitely focusing on the back of Bella Wellington here. Wellington fighting out of it with a jawbreaker. Oh, and she's got Stacy hooked. Crossing the legs. There goes the suplex. Dropping her flat on her back. A lot of back action here tonight. The women's tag team division has been off to a great start so far. The women's tag team titles will be on the line fairly soon. We'll have more information on that in the coming weeks. Now Bella and Casey setting up for something here. Oh, there's the death drop. Fantastic move there. Classic finisher. Oh, but Bella and Linda getting into the ring, and Linda breaking up the pin. I thought they had him there, Angus. This could have been an easy debut and an easy win for World Jubilee. Linda Snuka causing the distraction and breaking up the pin. Oh, there's a big knee strike there from Casey Taylor and going for the pin. Stacy Billiards maybe out cold after that one. Maybe Bella Wellington coming in looking to celebrate. Oh, a little bit premature celebration there, Bella. Back on the outside. Linda back to her feet now. She got tossed down a little earlier. These two tag teams. There's a drop kick to the knees. Casey just getting her up to knock her back down again. Billiards. Oh, with a spinning hick. Hick? Forgive me, Angus. I meant a heel kick. Just got a little confused. It's okay. You're only human, after all. I don't know what that means, Angus. Hey, don't put the blame on me. Again with the drop kick. Casey Taylor seems to be specializing in drop kicks, and if you notice throughout this match, Bella Wellington has been utilizing clotheslines an awful lot. These two women definitely have their styles. They are aggressive styles, I'll give you that much. For as fun-loving, as energetic as these two are, they definitely give it their all. They do not mess around here. Some people have fun by dancing and partying. Some people have fun by beating the crap out of other people. And World Jubilee seems to find that perfect combination of both. Oh! There's that wicked clothesline we mentioned earlier. Absolutely taking the head off Linda Snooker, and that could be it right there. Or not. An excellent display of power from Bella. An excellent display of skill. Oh, goodness, from Linda. Stacy Billiards watching. Holy crap and a half! I was not expecting a moonsault. I don't think the crowd was either. They are fired up. And there's a German suplex right there from Bella Wellington. And now, heading back into the corner again, once again. This time it's Linda Snooker's turn. And now, setting up again. There's the left and the neck breaker, the death drop, making the Dudley boys proud right there. And Casey with a hook of the leg, the referee coming over, and there's the 3 count. Shane Morgan watching on as his girls pick up the win. A very impressive debut here tonight for Royal Jubilee. A great welcome back for Shane Morgan. He's going a different direction. And if he is managing these two women, I think he is in good hands. He has picked a very good career path for himself here. It's nice to have him back. Prince Charming has chosen two amazing athletes. And I think that these two women are going to be very good in the running to be the first SNT Women Tag Team Champions. And all three of them in the ring celebrating. Taking it a little easy after their match. Bella looking very excited about their victory, I must say. Taylor, Morgan, Wellington. These three definitely have an amazing set of skills here in Saturday Night Thunder. They're going to go far. I can feel it.
The following contest is set for one fall, and it is for the SNT World Championship.
An amazing opportunity here tonight for C.W. Hendricks, the Zeppelin King of Wrestling. This match is his second match in SNT. His debut was 2 weeks ago in a Fatal 4-Way match. If he wins this, he will become the SNT World Champion. An absolutely honorable feat for such a fitting person, the King of Wrestling. The self-proclaimed King of Wrestling, right? Either way, Angus, this man has proven he has skills. He made Ryan Ramirez tap out last week, or 2 weeks ago, I should say, and Ryan Ramirez was not happy about that in the slightest. Yeah, indeed, Ryan went on a bit of a tirade backstage. He was throwing over tables and knocking stuff around, threw Electric James into a steel door. I don't think James is too happy about that. James calling him some inappropriate things on Twitter, actually. I believe Chapman has actually scheduled them for a match in the coming weeks so that Electric James can get a bit of retribution on Ryan Ramirez. Anyway, Ryan Ramirez does not matter right now. What matters right now is that man right there in the cape and the crown. And there's one definite way to make an impact, and so far, C.W. Hendricks, he won this match. And Don Winters was also in that match, and you saw early on tonight, he's now going to be facing the Premier Champion Tank at Summertime Blues. Both these men have done really well so far in SNT for only having 2 matches, and we'll see if the second match for Hendricks pans out as well as it did for his competitor, Don Winters. And now it's time to get the champion out here, Duke Quinn, in his first title defense here on SNT, and he is sporting a bit of a new look here tonight. He's ditched the polo shirt, the cardigan, got himself some shorts. I think it's a pretty good look for him. Looks stylish. But of course, one thing he has to keep, he has to keep the sunglasses, Angus. There's no way Duke Quinn would be who he is without sunglasses. I think in Duke Quinn's mind, it's not about how you look, it's about how you act. Duke Quinn has definitely portrayed himself as a defending, fighting champion, the people's champion. He wants to make sure that that title means something again. Tyrannosaurus only defended it when he was told to. Quinn has said that he wants to be the champion that gives people opportunities. That's why he made that Fatal 4-Way match. That was his decision. That wasn't Chapman. Quinn is all about second chances and opportunities in SNT. And that is exactly the kind of champion he is proving himself to be so far. And this match is proof of that. And I cannot wait to see how things pan out between these two. And there we have it, folks. That is what these two men are fighting for tonight. The SNT World Championship. Stick it down to our announcer.
Introducing first, residing in his castle in Manchester, New Hampshire, weighing in at 225 pounds, the self-proclaimed King of Wrestling, His Royal Highness, C.W. Hendricks. And his opponent, from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 216 pounds, he is the SNT World Champion and Male Superstar of the Year, the Dukester, Duke Quinn.
the title on the line here tonight. The first title defense of the male superstar of the year. Duke Quinn is a man of first, and C.W. Hendricks right there could be the first man to take that title away. He could be the third SNT World Champion. Only time will tell, Angus, and the time is now. Duke Quinn is ready to defend his title and what he stands for against C.W. Hendricks, and the main event is on the way. The bell has been rung. Another collar and elbow tie-up. Back into the corner there. The ref trying to break it up. Starting off with a slow pace here tonight. We get a clean break there. And back into the collar and elbow tie-up. Looks like Hendricks is taking control here. Trying to get some advantage on Duke Quinn. A shot to the back. And Quinn unable to fight out of it right now. Oh, down on the mat. This match is going down already into the corner. Duke Quinn could break the hold, but he's choosing not to, taking advantage of himself. They're taking advantage of the situation, as to say, and now dropping C.W. Hendricks. Now Duke Quinn has the advantage. Now wrench in the neck, and Quinn. Oh, and there goes. Oh, the hold has finally been officially broken. Irish whip in the corner. The methodical pace these two has started this match off with. Dropkick. Duke Quinn dodging it. Russian leg sweep. Face first in the mat. That's honestly probably the first big hit of the match we've had so far. A match this big doesn't need... Oh! Love it. A match this big doesn't need this kind of crazy hyped up pace. These two aren't... They don't want to go all out, lose all their energy first in the first couple minutes of the match. There is the world title on the line here tonight, Ryan. That is a big freaking deal. C.W. Hendricks stopping a little short there, and Duke Quinn with a spine buster. And stomping down, Hendricks is getting out of the way. Quinn firing off with a flurry of blows, and both men tumbling onto the outside once again. This match is not staying put. There's the fireman's carry from Hendricks. Now it looks like going back into the ring. Remember, it has to be pinfall or submission for Hendricks to win the title. If it's a countout, Duke Quinn retains. That's the championship advantage. Entering the blows, Duke Quinn getting his bell running, the slaps and the blows, the punches. Hendricks is firing on all cylinders right now. This match has definitely upped its tempo. And Quinn firing back with a boot to the face. And incoming with a suplex. Dropping Hendricks down, and Quinn going for the pin right away. Hendricks able to kick out at 1. And now Quinn making his move. Got the head and scissors locked in. Elbows to the crown of C.W. Hendricks. That was a real bad joke there, Angus. I know. And now Duke Quinn is grabbing the head, bringing down C.W. Hendricks' head onto his shoulders. And now Quinn going to the top rope. Hendricks is going to have to get out of the way of this one. The flying Dukester is nothing to be trifled with. Oh, swanton bomb. Hendricks getting out of the way. Duke Quinn landing hard on his back. Now the king of wrestling going for the backbreaker. He's trying to wrench him out like Bane did to Batman. Now Gunstar's not on this episode, Angus. And Quinn caught up on the ropes there. Seems to have gotten out of it. Hendricks dragging him to the center of the ring to get him away from the ropes. That way he can't break up a pin. Oh, and there's a knee strike to Duke Quinn. Hendricks going for the cover now. This could be over, but not yet. I don't know why I said it would. These two men, this is the main event of our show tonight. Duke Quinn's the world champion. Hendricks proved himself worthy. It's going to take more than a couple little blows to have one of these, either one of these men be pinned or submitted. As we saw last week, Hendricks does have a submission. The Royal Stretch, that is how he won this matchup. And Duke Quinn is not always known for his submission capabilities. He's more of a striker, an aerialist, a showboat. Quinn is very much a technical wrestler through and through, but submissions, oh my goodness. Submissions were never one of his strong suits. He never focused much on them. And that could prove to be a problem later on in this match if these two get worn down. Into the ring post. Hendricks trying to keep this match on the outside for as much as he can. And keep it out here, he can wear down Duke Quinn on the barricade, the sound table, the ring post. There's a lot more you can hurt yourself with, or hurt your opponent with, I should say. On the outside, into the turnbuckle now. And Duke Quinn into the corner, and there's the O'Connor Wolf on up, and a German suplex into the bridging pin. One of the Duke Quinn's signature moves. This could be it. Oh, Hendricks with a kick out at 2. Duke Quinn very nearly had it there. His title safely retained, but it is not over yet. This match is certainly picking up in pace, Angus. Now firing back with a boot. And CW Hendricks. He's got Duke Quinn locked up. He drops him flat on his face. That is not how you want to go, and he's going for the pin. This could be it. Not quite. Again, a kick out of two. Both these men firing on all cylinders now. What's it going to do to take down the other? This isn't your standard match. There is everything on the line here. The championship is up for grabs. And now Hendricks, as you saw there, belly-to-belly suplex. The King. Hendricks moving that top turnbuckle pad. We've seen that before tonight. This is not... It wouldn't surprise me if someone gets their bell rung there. Oh, but Duke Quinn with the Bermuda Rose! The move he used to pin Tyrannosaurus and win the championship. This could be it for Duke Quinn. He could have the title retained right here, right now, tonight in Colorado Springs. And the King is not moving. This very well could be over. Hendricks kicked out of the Bermuda Rose. The agility and the strength, and now Duke Quinn trying to get some enthusiasm back in. The Duke scoot followed up by the moonsault. Insult to injury right there, Angus. Duke Quinn trying to keep in high spirits and following up with another one from the other side. Ladies on that side of the ring, take a good look. Moonsault to follow it up. Hendricks was able to kick out of the Bermuda Rose, but he has not moved since. Okay, never mind. Now Duke Quinn up on the middle rope, going for a DDT, but Hendricks blocking out of the way. On now into the turnbuckle, that exposed turnbuckle ring. The very same one that Hendricks moved earlier in the match. Come back to bite him right in the ass. Again, going for the pin, unable to make it happen. CW Hendricks kicking out. Duke Quinn is incredibly fired up. I think this match is offering a little more competition than he expected. Suplex at the King. Hendricks continuing to fight back as best he can. He's going one-on-one with the champion and doing very well. And there's the Dragon Suplex from Quinn into the bridging pin. Duke Quinn is taking every opportunity he can to pin the King. Is it going to pay off? It is not going to pay off. The match continues on here in Colorado Springs on Saturday Night Thunder. What is it going to take to put the King away? Duke Quinn seems to be running out of options. Oh, I don't think so. I guess there's one move we haven't seen tonight, and that is the Quinn Security, and it looks like he's ready to bust it out. Oh, but Hendricks dodging out of the way. And putting Quinn up and dropping him down. Tea time. Hendricks is fired up. The crowd is... I don't know if the crowd loves him or hates him, but either way, they damn well respect the King. Now Hendricks working the knee. Going over on the side, and there he is. He's got Duke Quinn locked up. The Royal Stretch. This is what Ryan Ramirez tapped out to. CW Hendricks could win the championship here. He could make the champion tap out. Hendricks has got this. We've got a new champion here tonight, Angus. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, but the crowd, Duke Quinn able to reverse it and kick out of it. Duke Quinn fighting back. And now going for the arm drag. He's pinning him down, focusing that energy. The knee strike right into the arm. Duke Quinn was inches away from losing his world title so soon after winning it. That is a feeling I cannot fathom, Angus. I do not blame Duke Quinn for doing what he did. That was a scary moment for him right there. Looks like things might get a little scarier. Hendricks setting him back into the rope. Oh, but Duke Quinn able to get out of it, reversing the clothesline. And then the arm drag from Hendricks. This thing is on fire here tonight in Colorado. Now Quinn being sent to the corner. Hendricks. Oh, what's he looking for here? Duke Quinn getting thrown onto the outside of the ring. And remember, if he is out there, count out will not change the title. And here comes the baseball slide. Hendricks ducking under the ring. Both feet right squarely in the chest of Duke Quinn. Let's take another look at that. And it does take quite a bit of agility there. Boom! Right there, Duke Quinn getting knocked flat on his ass. Once again, the match going on the outside, and Hendricks taunting away at Duke Quinn. The fans are very vocal tonight about their feelings towards CW Hendricks. And another knee to the face. Remember, Hendricks has got to get Duke Quinn back in the ring if he wants to win the championship. And I think that is exactly what's come across his mind here. Yep, there he goes, Duke Quinn back into the ring. Not before another good smack and a kick to the face. Now Hendricks is getting back in the ring himself. And he's going for the pin on Duke Quinn after all that. And the Dukester, is he going to be able to kick out of this one? And yes, he does. Hendricks wasted a little too much time in there. Trying to pin Duke Quinn, now taunting to the crowd once again, but Quinn is already getting back to his feet. And Hendricks has his back turned. That was a bad move on your part, Hendricks. Duke Quinn is back in action into the corner. Now the champion has a hold of the king, putting him on the top rope. Both these men seem to expel most of their energy, everything they can muster. And Duke Quinn, what's he looking for here? He's looking for a draping DDT! Absolutely brutal maneuver, driving Hendricks' head into the mat like a railroad spike. This could be all over for Hendricks, and it is! Duke Quinn retains the SNT World Championship. But my goodness, that was a fantastic match. CW Hendricks should be very, very proud of what he's accomplished here tonight on SNT. I couldn't agree with you more, Ryan. Kicking out of the Bermuda Rose. All those amazing finishes, the great moves. And it took a move we've never seen from Duke Quinn to put him away before. That draping DDT off the top rope. That's 5 feet down on the crown of your head. No pun intended. Again, look at that, the Bermuda Rose. A move that never fails to disappoint here from Duke Quinn. And the baseball slide almost had the deal sealed for CW Hendricks. The King of Wrestling did a very good job tonight, Angus. I feel as if he actually could have won that championship. I thought he was going to. He didn't, but this should prove without a shadow of a doubt that CW Hendricks is SNT material. Now Duke Quinn in the ring. The fans are definitely enjoying seeing the first title defense of their SNT World Champion. Duke Quinn putting on an amazing display here tonight. The fans here in Colorado Springs loving the action. And again, Brian, I wasn't huge on him at first, but I have to admit, CW Hendricks pulled out all the stops here tonight, and he did everything he could. He played a little dirty, but all things considered, Hendricks did a phenomenal job against the SNT World Champion. Duke Quinn is now putting his title down. I'm not sure what he's got planned, but Hendricks is back in the ring. Hang on a second here. And there's the handshake. Hendricks denied this last week, but there it is. Mutual respect, Ryan. Mutual respect between champion and challenger. This is exactly what Duke Quinn wants to fight for. Looks like these two have actually become friends, and there we go. Sound guys got on it. Hendricks music is here, and the fans standing ovation for CW Hendricks here tonight in Colorado Springs. A great display. Whoa, wait a second, Hendricks! Oh my goodness, Ryan Ramirez. Ramirez beating down Hendricks. Hendricks made Ramirez tap out 2 weeks ago. He cost him his opportunity, and Hendricks is still fuming about that prospect. As we close out tonight on a sour note, still, congratulations to Duke Quinn for retaining his title and Hendricks for his amazing performance. Interested to see where this whole Ryan Ramirez things go, but for Ryan Huckabee, I should say, not Ryan Ramirez, all of us here at SNT and WOCW, check out Double V Wrestling and NGR Wrestling. Links are in the description. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
So here's a lesson for the session. Sit down and take a minute. Got a story of this world and the people living in it. In the back of your brain, got an inkling. You think it's what they're trying to stop, so you will let the method sink in. World is just keeping it blink to tweak. You plug the leak of the freaks and make a song unique. You get down, folded into a mold of a bond that's hard to only